Hey guys, this is the Birdman, and I know it's been a while since I've posted. It's also really dark out. It's late. Actually, it's not that late because it's summer, but it's night. And this isn't going to be a real good update video, just kind of a sneak peek. I've been working on some stuff. As you'll see in a moment, cleaning the loft is not one of those things. But here, very shortly, I'm going to get the loft cleaned up, some birds moved around, and I should do an update. And it should be a much longer video than this. Turn on the headlamp here and just give you all a little sneak peek. I'm probably not even going to edit this video, probably not going to put any slide on the front or anything. Probably just going to leave it pretty much raw. But I got baby rollers over here, her from Hershey's, and the tiger grizzle hen. Couldn't come up with that for a minute. Pretty cute looking. This one looks like it's like spread, ash red, which is interesting. I wasn't expecting that from him, but I knew he carried it, so I shouldn't be. We got red check babies over here from Coco and Swift. We got Hershey's over here, bred to a black hen, which he's actually partially related to. I don't do that too much, but it's okay to do a little bit with the birds. And their babies are like red T-check, which is interesting. I was expecting them to be recessive red or black, because he's recessive red and she's black. That's okay. Baby Homer over here. We got more Homers over here. You'll remember, not her, not him. She's the one that carried my camera last year when I was preparing a race team, and she's the only bird that actually only young bird that actually came back from that awful loss on a foggy morning. I did recover one other bird, but she didn't come back. I had to go to get her. We got Angel over here, who paired up to a brother of hers. I'm not going to leave them that way. They haven't bred. Well, they might have. They haven't had babies. We got birds over here. We got a nest that's been made in here. We've got Willie down here, bred to, he paired up with this brown satinette. They've got two babies that I raised by hand that I'll show you another time. They've also got a baby down here with one white wing and one gray shield. I guess the shield will look a lot like his. My camera's dying, so I'll make it quick. Here's this little satinette hen that I raised up last year, and I've got a satinette cock, should be around here somewhere, that she's not at all related to, that I got from a friend. Got a lot of birds in here. I've raised some rollers that y'all have not seen at all. I've got some homers that y'all haven't seen. So lots of birds, dirty loft. I'm going to clean this loft out before I make a video, and I'm going to move some birds around. The loft is pretty dirty, but I've got a tarp over the top, and that's been keeping the rainwater out. You can still see the wall is stained real dark from where water was getting in last year. Thankfully the wood is not decayed, but if I let it get wet some more, it will. I'm still planning to re-roof this loft. I haven't right now just because it's kind of low priority since the tarp is keeping the water out as long as I shut the windows. This old roller loft, 4x4 foot loft, it's full of white birds right now. These are some white homers that I just got. They're all 2017 birds, so they're about a year old. Rick had some from this family at some point, and he said that he didn't feel like they homed very well. So I don't know how well these are going to home. If nothing else, they'll look really pretty flying around the loft. Well, probably not these, since they're old birds, probably only their babies. Of course, if they don't home well, then I would probably be able to get these old birds trap trained too and get them flying around. So I guess that would be one pro if they don't home well. But I'm hoping they do. I don't need them to home far, though. I'm not going to race them or anything. If they can come home from 20 or 30 miles, I would be happy. So this loft is pretty old. I've put a new roof on it because the old OSB was just seen better days, gotten soft from the rainwater. Now it's got plywood on it. It's not properly sized because I just cut it off as scrap from making this brand new loft. So if that roof only lasts me a year or two, I'll still be happy with that. By then, I'll probably take the wood off all the sides of it and completely redo it. I'll do it like this one. You might be going, Dustin, you're crazy. You put the landing board and the aviary right above the door. Now you're going to get poop on your head. Well, I'm hoping not. But I did that so that I can put them all side by side, make more of them in the future. I'll probably redo this one to be like this whenever I take the wood off and put new wood on it. The sides are still okay for right now though. My camera's dying, so I don't know how this will go. But this is an old breeding cage from Rick's breeding loft. He's got completely new wooden breeding boxes in there that look real nice. I'm kind of jealous. I'll have to show you all that. But I've got one of his cages. Accidentally got a pack of hinges that only had one hinge instead of two. I thought it was a 2-pack, so the door's only got one hinge on it. But I've got young race birds in here. If y'all can see, I haven't finished the perches. These are going to be divided up. And I think I'm going to put some along the side too, just like one row going straight up on either side. And we got Spot in here. Spot's only in here to try and get them. They just knocked over their water. I'll refill it in the morning probably, getting up nice and early. But I'm only hand feeding them because the young racing homers are pretty wild. So we've got Spot in there to speed that process up. As of course he'll come right to me. So got them in there. This comes off real easy. It's just hanging on, you can't even see them, it's just hanging on finishing nails, stuck in there at an angle. So I can just lift this and bend it a little bit and take it right off. And these traps are done the exact same way as the one above the door in the red loft, except they're pretty little, which I think will make it harder for them to fly back out. I could have made them a little smaller, but I was using a circular saw to do it instead of a jigsaw, so I just made them a little bigger to make them easier to cut. I'm going to pretty much leave this raw, but I'm going to have to stick two pieces of video together because I'm going to take y'all down to another pen to show you two new breeds of pigeon that I've got. So we're down here at this white pen, which I don't really enjoy keeping pigeons in. It doesn't suit my purposes quite as well as those other lofts. This is just a parrot cage, but I've got some birds just kind of hanging over in here for the moment. This is one of the new breeds, though this is only a cross. I want to be careful because I don't want him getting out, even though he's never tried to before. But this is the actual breed. It's a cropper. I can't remember what kind of cropper it is. I got him from a friend, so I'll check that before I make my real video. I know y'all can't see him real well, and she's not displaying, but that's okay because it's just a sneak peek. I've also got some Damascusines in here. I may be mispronouncing that. I'll check it all before I do a real video. But there's a blue bar Damascusine, and we got two checks. There's another blue bar, but she's sitting on a nest. That one you just saw was the cock, and they made a nest as soon as I put them in here. It's up here. I don't know how well you can see it. They made a nest from pine straw that was in here, and they've got 2 eggs up there, so wasn't planning to breed them yet. Wasn't even planning to keep them in here except as quarantine, but they had other ideas, so I'm just going to let them raise it. So, and I also got that satinette cock from the same person. And I may speed up the walk, but down here where we've got the chicken pen, I've still got my Banny chickens, but my dad decided to get rid of our egg layers, so I should pretty much be able to use this pen. It's pretty dirty, it's a little messed up, it kept chickens in, but clearly it's going to need a little more work before I can put pigeons in it. I'm not going to want those boxes there for laying in. If I was breeding pigeons in here I would, but I'm just going to put perches in there. It's just going to be a good place for me to be able to stick pigeons that I'm not breeding, I'm not flying, that I'm not really doing anything with. Kind of culls, if you will, except instead of killing culls I just don't breed them. This would be a good place to put them and other pigeons alike. And there's Abby hopping around in there. I've actually got 2 more bunnies now. They're not outside though, they're a little younger. They're 2 little Dutch rabbits and they're in my room. For some reason Susie's down here, and Susie's got 4 babies now, and she started another nest and she's got 11 eggs in it so far. I don't know when she'll start sitting. Her last nest had 13 eggs in it. Only 3 hatched, but all 3 babies are doing well. Maybe you can see those and the other bunnies in my next video. When I get the loft cleaned out, I'm going to put those white homers, some of them, in the breeding loft so that they can breed. And I'm going to move the rollers over into the old loft so that I can fly them. And I'm going to start getting those Racing Homers trap trained too. So, y'all stay tuned for that. It'll be sometime in the next few days. I'm afraid to say when, but I'm sure y'all be watching for it. Y'all keep posting about wanting me to make new videos, so I haven't been yet. I've just been busy, but it's nice to know y'all want me to make videos and that you care, so I'll be getting another video put together real soon, sometime in the next few days. So, thanks. Take care.